You're wasting hours without even noticing it. Ever wonder how some homes in Germany look tidy all the time, without endless cleaning? It's not magic. It's not minimalism. It's smart, efficient little tricks passed down for generations. There's a reason why German homes feel calm, clean, and never chaotic. Today, we're revealing 10 powerful time-saving decluttering tricks straight from the playbooks of wise German housewives. These aren't Pinterest hacks or trendy tips. They're habits rooted in order, logic, and real-world practicality. And the best part? You can start using them today, even if your house feels like it's been hit by a clutter tornado. Keep watching, because trick number 7 might completely change how you see junk. Trick number 1, the one-touch rule. In many German households, there's one simple rule that saves hours of cleanup every week. If you touch something, you deal with it right then and there. No, I'll put it away later. No, I'll just set it here for now. Mail doesn't sit on the counter. It gets opened, sorted, and either filed or tossed. Jackets don't hang over chairs. They go straight into the closet. Used dishes don't pile up in the sink. They're rinsed and placed in the dishwasher immediately. It sounds ridiculously simple, but that's the point. This habit stops clutter from even forming. It's not about doing more. It's about doing things once, instead of twice. German women call this living with intention. Not in a fancy way, just in a don't make work for yourself later kind of way. It trains your brain to close the loop on small actions, instead of stacking them up like unpaid bills in your mental inbox. Start small. Pick one item today, maybe your bag or your shoes or your coffee cup. When you touch it, put it back where it belongs. That's it. Once that becomes second nature, everything else starts falling into place without you even realizing it. Trick number 2, the no parking zone mentality. Clutter loves flat surfaces. Counters, tables, the top of dressers. They're like magnets for random stuff. A receipt here, a pair of sunglasses there, yesterday's coffee mug, and before you know it, you've got a mess that feels overwhelming. But German housewives think differently. They treat every surface in the home like a no parking zone. That means nothing rests there unless it truly belongs. The dining table? It's for eating, not holding piles of unopened mail. The hallway bench? It's for shoes, not for 6 bags, 2 coats, and a week's worth of junk. Even the kitchen counter? It stays mostly clear, because clutter isn't allowed to settle in. Here's the trick. Everything in the home has a home, and if it doesn't belong there. Instead of letting surfaces become drop zones, German women build habits and systems that prevent clutter from landing there in the first place. They even say, a clean surface is a silent mind. That might sound deep, but it's true. When your space is clear, you feel clearer too. Your eyes don't jump from mess to mess. Your brain doesn't get distracted by the chaos. Try this today. Pick one surface, maybe the kitchen counter or the coffee table, and make it your no parking zone. Completely clear it off. Then keep it clear for just one day. You'll be surprised how powerful that one clean space can feel. Trick number 3, the 5-minute night reset. Before going to bed, many German housewives do something small, but incredibly powerful. It's called a night reset, and it only takes 5 minutes. They don't deep clean. They don't reorganize the whole house. They just do a quick loop through the main living spaces and reset the day. That means fluffing the couch cushions, wiping down the kitchen counters, putting the remote back where it belongs, tossing out any trash or food wrappers, loading the last few dishes into the dishwasher, straightening out what's out of place. This little habit sets the tone for tomorrow, because waking up to a tidy space changes how your entire day feels. You start fresh instead of playing catch-up. German women treat this 5-minute reset like brushing their teeth. It's not a chore. It's just part of the night. And the benefits are huge. No more morning stress because the sink is full. No more stepping over stuff you didn't put away. No more starting your day already behind. Want to try it? Before bed tonight, just reset one room, maybe the living room or kitchen. Set a timer for 5 minutes. You'll be amazed how much better tomorrow feels when today ends clean. Trick number 4. Sunday is sacred for the home. In Germany, Sundays are quiet. Most shops are closed. Streets feel still. And for many housewives, that's not just tradition, it's strategy. They use Sundays to reset the home, not by scrubbing everything top to bottom, but by doing small, intentional tasks that prepare the space for the week ahead. It usually looks like this: changing and washing the bedsheets, clearing out expired items from the fridge, taking out all the trash, including bathroom bins, wiping down high-touch surfaces like door handles and light switches, letting fresh air in by opening the windows for at least 15 minutes. They might also make a loose meal plan or take a look at the upcoming week, just to get mentally organized. But the focus stays on the house. It's not about perfection. It's about rhythm. When you have a regular day to reset, mess doesn't build up. You're not chasing it on random Tuesdays or overwhelmed on Friday nights. You stay ahead of the mess, calmly. And since Sunday is already slower, it doesn't feel like extra work. It becomes part of the natural flow of the weekend. You can try this by setting aside just 30 minutes this coming Sunday. Pick 3 tasks that make your home feel refreshed. Do them every week. Same time, same flow. Before long, Sunday won't just feel like the end of the week. It'll feel like your secret weapon to stay sane. Trick number 5. The basket strategy. This one might look too simple to work, but that's the beauty of it. In many German homes, baskets are more than just decoration. They're quiet little helpers, placed strategically throughout the house to stop clutter before it takes over. It's not about hiding mess. It's about managing it smartly. Here's how it works. Instead of chasing after every item that's out of place, German housewives use baskets to collect things during the day and put them back all at once. It saves time, saves effort, and saves your sanity. Let's say something belongs upstairs, maybe a pair of socks, a book, or your kid's toy. Instead of walking it up every single time, you drop it into the stair basket. Then, once a day, maybe before dinner or right before bed, everything in that basket goes up in one trip. That alone can save you dozens of trips every week. Then there's the return basket, usually placed near the front door or in the hallway. It holds things that are leaving the house: library books, Amazon returns, that Tupperware your neighbor lent you. Instead of scrambling around the house, trying to remember where you left them, it's all in one place, ready to grab as you head out. And if you've got kids, this part is magic. Each child gets their own basket. As the day goes on, any item they leave lying around, a shoe, a toy, a sock, goes into their basket. Then, once a day, they take it back to their room and put things away. It keeps the house from looking like a tornado hit it, and teaches them responsibility without nagging. It's not about buying fancy baskets. You can use plastic bins, fabric cubes, or even cardboard boxes. The key is having a system and sticking to it. Think of your house like a train station. The baskets are your holding zones. Instead of letting stuff get dumped randomly everywhere, you've created stops where items wait before reaching their destination. Try starting with one basket in one high-traffic area. You'll be shocked at how much smoother your day feels when clutter has a place to land and a plan to leave. Trick number 6. The capsule mindset. Not just for clothes. We've all heard of a capsule wardrobe, a small, intentional collection of clothing that you actually wear. But in German households, that idea goes way beyond just fashion. It becomes a mindset for the entire home. It's about choosing less, using more, and removing the stuff that just takes up space and drains your energy. Let's start in the kitchen. Most people have drawers full of tools they never use. 3 vegetable peelers, 4 spatulas, that avocado slicer from 2015 you've used once. But in many German kitchens, you'll only find one of each, the best version, the one that actually works. One high-quality chef's knife instead of a cluttered block of dull blades. One great cutting board, one reliable pan. Everything has a purpose. Nothing just sits there collecting dust. This doesn't just save space, it saves time. When you open a drawer and only see what you use, you don't waste a second deciding. You just cook, you just clean, you just live. Now let's talk about the bathroom. Same principle. 1 hairbrush, 1 body lotion, 1 shampoo. Not 6 half-empty bottles from old experiments. A cleaning caddy? It only holds products you reach for weekly. If you haven't used that floor spray in 3 months, it's not in the rotation. Even hobbies get the capsule treatment. Instead of starting 5 new crafts and finishing none, German housewives tend to focus on just 1 or 2. Maybe it's knitting, maybe it's gardening, but they go deep instead of wide. And here's the best part. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about liberating yourself from the stress of too many choices. Decision fatigue is real. Every extra item in your house, every backup gadget, duplicate, or maybe someday tool, is one more thing your brain has to scan and process. The capsule mindset clears that mental clutter. Ask yourself this: if you moved tomorrow, what would you actually take with you? What do you truly use and love? Start there. Choose your best. Let go of the rest. That's the heart of the capsule life. And once you feel the freedom of less, it's hard to go back. Trick number 7. The no nostalgia shelf. This one might sting a little, because it's about emotion, not just stuff. In many homes, clutter isn't just made up of things we don't use, it's made up of things we can't let go of. That old birthday card from 10 years ago, the broken watch you planned to fix, but never did, the sweater you never wear but keep because it reminds you of your dad. These items sit quietly in drawers, closets, and boxes, not because we need them, but because they hold feelings. But in many German households, there's an important mindset shift. Memories don't need to take up space. They believe that emotions belong in the heart, not in piles of objects. That doesn't mean they're cold or emotionless. Quite the opposite. They value memory and meaning. But they know that when your home is filled with the past, it becomes hard to live fully in the present. So here's what they do. Instead of keeping every sentimental thing, they allow themselves a small memory box. 1. Just 1. Inside that box might be a handwritten letter, a baby photo, a ticket stub from a special concert. But everything else? It's honored, remembered, and then let go. Some women even take photos of sentimental items before parting with them. That cracked mug from grandma? Snap a photo. Keep the memory. Lose the clutter. Because a photo doesn't take up room in your drawer. They also ask one simple question. Would I keep this if it had no story? If the answer is no, it goes. That mindset frees up incredible space, physically and mentally. Because holding on to too much of the past makes it hard to move forward. It's not easy at first. Letting go can feel like you're being careless. But once you try it, you realize the memories stay. They don't disappear just because the object does, and your home begins to breathe again. Here's a gentle way to start. Pick one drawer or one box of memory stuff. Take everything out. For each item, ask yourself, do I use it? Do I love it? Does it serve me now? If not, take a deep breath and let it go. You're not throwing away your past. You're making room for the life you're living now. And that's what your home should hold. Not just who you were, but who you are becoming. Trick number 8. The every room cleans itself setup. This trick isn't about daily habits. It's about smart design. In many German households, the home is built to stay tidy. Every piece of furniture, every storage decision, every layout choice is made with one question in mind. Will this make cleaning easier or harder? Let's break that down. Think about furniture. In most German homes, couches and chairs are either lifted off the ground with legs or designed so a vacuum can fit underneath easily. That means no more dragging furniture around just to clean the dust bunnies. Even beds are often raised or built with clear space below, making it fast and easy to sweep or vacuum. Now look at storage. Instead of bulky cabinets with deep, cluttered shelves, they use shallow drawers and vertical organizers. Wall-mounted shelves and hooks are everywhere, not just to save space, but to make cleaning floors and surfaces a breeze. Even bathroom setups tend to have floating sinks or vanities, making it easy to mop underneath without getting on your knees. Surfaces are intentionally kept minimal. That's not just a design choice, it's functional. The fewer things sitting out, the less you have to dust, move, or manage. For example, instead of keeping the blender, toaster, and coffee maker all on the counter, many homes store them behind cabinet doors, still accessible, but not in the way. Another key part? Materials. Many German homes use finishes that are easy to wipe clean. Stainless steel, tile, treated wood, or matte surfaces that hide fingerprints and dust. Even rugs are chosen with cleaning in mind. Low pile or washable, not plush and high maintenance. They also avoid items that require delicate or specialized care. No dry clean only pillows. No lamps that need to be disassembled to dust. If something is a pain to clean, it usually doesn't belong. This whole approach isn't about being picky, it's about being practical. Because when your home is designed to clean itself, you don't fight it every day. You don't spend extra energy cleaning around awkward furniture or scrubbing hard-to-reach corners. It's like giving yourself future freedom. You don't need to renovate your entire house to try this. Just start with one room. Ask yourself, can I vacuum or sweep this space easily? Are surfaces cluttered or clear? Do I have to move 5 things just to wipe one spot? Start small. Mount a shelf. Add hooks near the door. Swap out one bulky item for something lighter and easier to clean around. A self-cleaning setup isn't a fantasy. It's just a series of smart choices. And once you get a taste of how easy it can be, you'll never go back. Trick number 9. The bring one, toss one rule. This might be the most powerful trick of all, and also one of the hardest for people to stick to. In many German households, there's a simple rule for keeping clutter from piling up. Every time something new comes in, something old has to go out. One in, one out. Always. You buy a new sweater? Donate or recycle one you no longer wear. A new book comes in? Pass one along to a friend or give it to the local library. Even a new mug? That means letting go of one that's chipped, stained, or just doesn't bring you joy anymore. It sounds harsh at first, but it's not about punishment. It's about balance. Because homes aren't elastic. Space doesn't magically expand every time we shop. If we don't let go of the old, the new starts to drown us. This rule keeps your home at a steady, healthy volume. It helps you stay conscious of what you're bringing in, because now, every purchase has a cost beyond just money. It takes up space. It asks for maintenance. It adds to your mental load. German women often say, if you don't make room, you make mess. And it's true. Without this rule, even the most organized homes slowly fill up again. That's how clutter works. It's quiet, slow, and sneaky. But this habit stops it in its tracks. It also helps with impulse shopping. Before buying something, you naturally start asking, do I want this more than what I already have? Suddenly, you're not just grabbing stuff because it's on sale. You're thinking about what truly adds value to your life. And here's the surprising part. It gets easier. At first, it feels like you're always giving something up, but over time, you start feeling lighter, more in control, less buried by belongings. You don't need to apply this rule to every single item right away. Start with just one category, like clothes, books, or kitchen items. Practice it for a week, then expand from there. One woman shared that she started doing this just with shoes. Every time she bought a new pair, she had to donate one. 6 months later, she realized she wasn't buying as many, and the ones she did buy, she actually loved and wore. This trick isn't about minimalism. It's about sustainability. You're not constantly adding to the pile. You're keeping your home balanced, manageable, and peaceful. So the next time something new enters your space, pause. Take a look around. What's its trade-off? What's leaving to make space? Because when you bring in without letting go, that's not growth. That's just clutter in disguise. Trick number 10. The invisible guest's mindset. Here's a trick that isn't about baskets, schedules, or even furniture. It's a mindset, but one that has the power to shift the way your entire home feels every single day. In many German households, there's a quiet question floating in the back of the mind. If someone rang the doorbell right now, would I feel comfortable letting them in? This doesn't mean their homes are perfect or showroom ready. It means they're prepared. Lived in, yes, but never out of control. And that's intentional. They imagine invisible guests, not to impress anyone, but to keep themselves aware of their space. To notice the pile of papers that's been sitting on the counter for 3 days, to pick up the socks in the hallway, to wipe the coffee rings off the table. It's not about shame. It's about self-respect. The home isn't just for visitors. It's for you. You deserve to live in a space that feels calm, not chaotic. And when you treat your home like someone might drop by at any moment, you naturally keep things a little neater, a little more peaceful. Some women even do quick guest checks, not because someone's coming, but because it helps them feel ready for life. 5 minutes in the morning to tidy the main room. A quick sweep of the bathroom sink, fluffing the cushions, lighting a candle, or opening the windows to let in fresh air. Small actions that send a message, this home is cared for. And guess what? When real guests do stop by unexpectedly, there's no panic, no running around hiding laundry or apologizing at the door. You greet them with a smile, not stress. But more importantly, you feel better. Because the invisible guest is you. You live there. You walk through that front door every day. So why not make it a place you'd want to visit? If this idea feels overwhelming, start with just one area. Maybe it's your front entrance. Maybe your living room. Pick one spot and keep it guest ready. Clear, clean, welcoming. You'll be surprised how that one space affects your energy. It becomes a calm zone, and soon, that calm spreads. Room by room, day by day. The invisible guest's mindset isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. It gently nudges you to care, not because you have to, but because you deserve to. Because let's be honest, your home isn't just where you live. It's where your life happens, and that life feels a whole lot better when your space is ready for it. You don't need to live in Germany to live like a German housewife. You just need a few smart habits and the willingness to shift how you see your home. These 10 tricks aren't about being perfect. They're about making your life easier, calmer, and less cluttered, one small step at a time. Because when your home is under control, everything else feels lighter too. Your mood, your schedule, even your sleep. Start with just one of these today. Maybe it's the basket by the stairs, or the 5-minute night reset. Or maybe it's asking yourself, Would I keep this if it didn't have a story? You don't need to do all 10. You just need to start. And as your home slowly becomes simpler, so will your days. Less searching, less cleaning, less stress. If any of these tricks spoke to you, if one of them made you think, "Oh wow, I need to try that," let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which one you're starting with. And if you've got your own secret decluttering weapon, share that too. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. There's more where this came from, and I'd love to help you make your home feel like a place you can truly breathe in.